Good day to you all. It's Tuesday the 27th of June and we are in Tatton Park. Well, not really, we're in Knutsford at the outskirts of Tatton Park, and I figured my viewers, after tolerating so much yokelism and general riff-raffery and chavism, that we might almost end the month of June with a look at one of Cheshire's finest, most civilized, most gentlemanly towns, known as Knutsford. K-N-U-T-S, Knutsford. You're all a bunch of total knuts today. Well, yeah, I mean, these are two of Knutsford's cheapest vehicles. This is your standard school run fare, you know, GLS, Mercedes, Range Rover. Yeah, I stumbled across a row of terraced red brick houses, very common in the northwest of England, and here in Knutsford though, there's a certain flavour to them. They just feel better. And along the main drag, a little electric smart car. Replace smog with smug. But even this 1970s modernist monstrosity has the royal seal of glory from the government by appointment to Her Majesty, now His Majesty, electrical products, blah blah blah. Look at that. Okay, well, we're getting a bit more central now. You can see a yellow Ferrari. Oh, a non-focused yellow Ferrari, but Tatton Conservative Association. Of course it is. I bet they don't have any Angela Rayner type MPs around here. Oh God, no. So this is Regent Street. It's modern, but the Knutsford crowd, they're like, yep, red sandstone, and it'll probably age quite well. And I think there's a main shopping drag down here somewhere. Staropramen, anyone drink Staropramen? Anyone like that beer? Well, you should, because it's a good beer. Ego! The science of healthy skin. Ego! Main drag in Knutsford. There's a river or a stream or something down here, but 7 Onyx is our first Rolls Royce. Big black one. It still looks like a hearse. It's like, would you be seen dead in this Rolls Royce? I'd be happy to be seen dead in that. But again, every car's a Rolls, a Beamer, or a Mercedes. Hello. Hello. Friendly locals. and it's a nice vibe. There's a lot of independent boutiques, little bijou, bourgeois little shops. Okay, so wait a minute. That is so English, it fillets the king. Let me try and fix my phone, guys. As I was saying, it's so English down here. There we go. God save the king, rule Britannia, sun never sets. What else did we do? We did great things. So, if you look up Charlie Veitch on the Financial Conduct Authority register, you will see me with 0 complaints, because I was an honest financial advisor. 0 complaints at St. James's Place. And my job was to advise rich people where to put their money, with the ultimate aim to just get away from the scum. Okay, we begin along King Street. Okay, you've seen a few clips. Townhouse here and here. This inn, this coaching inn, back in the good old days was called the Mermaid. Then it became the Angel, and now it's just a very nice private residence. So let's go down King Street, and it's raining, so let's do some umbrella action as well. Yep, they like the electric Porsches here. I think if you don't have a German car here in Knutsford, you're not accepted into the community. Here's your oldie. Just hold it steady. Yep. And everything just feels so civilized. And I've had a look at the property prices here in Knutsford, and you'll be surprised to know that rental prices for properties here in central Knutsford are identical to the prices of central Manchester. It's all about supply and demand. You can either be here in this little enclave, this little outpost of civility and old-fashioned Englishness, or you could be arguing and fighting with crackheads in central Manchester. It's up to you. Okay, it's the Rose and Crown Hotel and Bar here, and it's from 1647. And again, it's England is amazing when it comes to really old pubs. Can you get a quick look at that? Love it. And still thoroughly enjoying ye olde Inglaterra, England, Englando. Let's have a look at that nice Victorian lamp. Very good. And I think this is a Victorian man's idea. He's built some ruins here. There's some modern ruins here in Knutsford. What the hell is even that? I'll get closer and I'll find out what it is, but I don't think it's as old. Knutsford Urban District Council offices. And there may have been a very old watchtower. Oh god, it's even worse. It's not even 18th century, guys. It's built in 1907. Why did 20th century things just don't look as nice? Why? At least we've got a nice little fat pigeon having a great time, but it just doesn't impress the way that older structures do. Don't know why. Have we lost something? So central Knutsford, just off King Street. Just want to show you the lovely steps up to St. John the Baptist Church, and it appears to be open, so we will do this live. And I have to say, I am grateful for the cloud cover today. It's a nice 17 degrees Celsius, and after the last few days of it being 29 degrees and blazing sunshine and ultra humidity, it's a pleasant change. And I'll tell you what else is pleasant, is approaching such a well-maintained building surrounded by other well-maintained buildings. So, oh god, it says, wait a second, the plot thickens. Okay, we'll find a way in. Now, I'd say this church is built in the 1800s. It's got that vibe. Let's go in. Let's do it live. Oh, 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 oh. Here we are. Let's have a quick look. This is what I imagine the... Oh, thank you, sir. How are you?
Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
You're from across the water, I think.
Even though I have a funny transatlantic accent, I'm actually Scottish.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Scottish, but lovely church.
Yeah, well, it's we've just finished converting it from a church with pews. You can see over there.
Oh yes.
We used to have those on the stone floor.
Oh yeah.
And now we've dug the floor up and we've laid underfloor heating under here.
Ooh.
And then American oak floors with cherry wood.
Beautiful.
And we've got chairs now, so we can arrange it. This is for a choir practice tonight.
Wow. And if I can take a guess, I'm a bit of a church enthusiast. This was built in the early 1800s.
No, 1744.
1744.
Georgian, yeah.
What's 100 years between church enthusiasts?
Well, the original church, you're probably big, because that end is your era, i.e. the 1830s. That is a Victorian addition.
That's what I was sensing,
the original church finished where the steps are.
Yes.
That was the end of the church, and they had these plain glass windows, and when the Victorians came, they extended, built the chancel, put in the organ, and the stained glass windows.
Brilliant.
And we used to have stained glass windows all the way down either side of the church.
Brilliant.
The church very, very dark and dismal.
I
So
see.
you can see how dark it is there. So
yes.
These are copies of the original Georgian ones upstairs.
Very good.
We transferred them.
Oh yeah?
And we've put them up there, 2 at the top.
Oh yes.
And 2 at the bottom. and we light them from the inside at night, so all the colours of the stained glass comes out.
Wow.
This church, originally, you can see the thing on the wall there.
Yeah.
The lady on the right is St Helena, which is the original church in Knutsford in 1300.
Oh, yes?
And then when the church became a little bit decrepit, they decided to build a new church.
Oh, yeah?
More the centre of town. Changed it to St John, and that shows the few changes.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
It's built for, say, for £4,000.
£4,000?
Yeah, and we just spent $750,000 doing it up, so it's, I guess £4,000 in 1744, what a money.
A lot of money. Wow.
And the builder, when he finished building it, gave us this lovely chandelier. And we have, I clean that twice a year, once for Christmas and once for Easter. And we fill it with 24 candles, all lit up.
Very
and
nice.
Take all the electric light out of the church, so you've just got candlelight.
Oh, I'd love to come and see that.
Exactly.
That's lovely.
These were originally candles as well.
Oh, were they?
They're the original. They were the other way up.
I see.
And then when we got gas, then they turned them the other way down and put a gas wick in.
Yeah.
And then we get electricity, and now we've got electric light going through.
Brilliant. No, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Big thank you to Giles for showing me around St. John the Baptist Church, built in 1744 with an 1830s extension that threw me off. But you come outside and I just want to show you, this is just an average house in Knutsford. This nice yellow one with a little balcony terrace area, lots of ivy up the side, your own little garage. It's just quite nice here. And so we've just been ogling and admiring Yellow and Green Boy. And then next door, you've got another stunning townhouse mansion thing. And I just want to show you the year it was built. And of course it's a Land Rover Discovery. Cheapest car in Knutsford, but it's Cheshire. This is the county we are in, Cheshire. Apologies viewers, the camera ran out of space on its hard drive, but I was just ogling this white town mansion here, built in 1702, when America was still a fine British colony. And there's another standard, that's a cheaper car for Knutsford. Where there's a posh town with lots of Victorian and Georgian things, you will have the Victorian Revival chain bar called The Botanist. The Botanist, and it's actually in the old chapel, which has stood there since the 14th century, guys. Again, it's all stunning architecture. It's all just done so well, and this shop's called Bikes and Gear. You see a lot of guys in Walkden. When's the last time you saw a child on a bike? Now it's just men on the gear. And Laura has found some little courtyard here down the steps off the main drag, which is very nice. Would I live in Knutsford? Of course I would. Of course I would. Why don't I? Well, who knows? Just want to show you the license plate. Is it from Uganda? Ugan. Yes. It's Knutsford's most cracky back alley. Lavender Cottage. Love it. And we're going down by the river, or the stream. And it's so pretty and English and traditional and wholesome that it almost hurts. Your brain almost rejects it as a too utopian a version of the Matrix. I'm like, saying I must be getting mugged in the next few minutes because it's too nice here. Look, little streamy water feature just at the bottom here as well that appears from underground and goes down. And just imagine, we're here near the river, but it's also well managed. Little, look at that, just a little garden. You got your little stream, a bit of corrugated iron over for the flats. Sorry, townhouses. There's no flats in Knutsford. And we look across, and this stunning building here is actually the Knutsford Boy Scouts, with wonderful architecture. I thought it was some architect's house, but it's Boy Scouts, and very good as well. We continue along this little stream here down by the park and the river down there, and it's just lovely. It's just wonderful. Look at that. I wouldn't like to navigate that drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning, but the locals around here are not like that. They're good people. Now, for all you sinners out there, please focus, camera. Anyway, for all you sinners, it's the Virgin Mary. The dulcet notes of the jackdaws as well. We've just come from there, along through the centre of Nutty, and we come this way, and it's just lovely. I just want to show you, there's a turret here that's like, am I in like the posh parts of Lake Como in Italy? Am I in Tuscany? No, I'm in England, but just look at this scene. It's a standard street in Knutsford. For whom do the large willows weep? I hope the willows weep not for thee, my friend. And again, look at this. Just look at it. No comment necessary. It's stunning. It's stunning, and the background's not bad either. And so we come around the corner, and I'm afraid the glory of Knutsford is utterly ruined by the Yokelism of the abandoned shopping trolley. Let's hope it's a Waitrose shopping trolley. Darling, I think it's an Aldi shopping trolley. Darling, I knew we were in the rough part of Knutsford with the shopping trolleys. I mean, look at these residences. This is the council estate of central Knutsford. It's terrible. We better get away from these poor people. Jesus. Private parking and garage access. Council estate. Just having a look at the rubbish. Someone's left a Waitrose thing, and you just know you're in the poor part of town when the kids have abandoned the vape. Not allowed. I think someone's doing a bit of sandblasting. Oh, I gotta let the Maserati pass, darling. And go on, Maserati. And here's Ruskin Chambers again. Just lovely. I mean, it does look a bit like the last building standing in Hiroshima, but still, Ruskin Chambers, nice. And we come back onto King Street, ladies and gents. Lovely tree foliage to our right. And again, I love these almost farmhouse, ancient. These would be from the late 1600s or early 1700s. And they're still here, next to the 1930s Art Deco. You gotta love this place. He's got some good lungs on him, that doggy. It's okay, here. Oh, he wants his owner, he wants the master. Here's the former Tesla garage in Knutsford. Now it's Overfinch, a word you will see often on the side of modified Range Rovers, Land Rovers. I don't know if they're specific to the Range Rover brand, but I'm sure you could get an Overfinch something else. It just so happens I've only ever seen Range Rover Overfinches, and every single vehicle in there is a Range Rover Overfinch. Now, when you're not content with the performance on your standard Range Rover, at least you can get it to you can impress all your friends by making it just a bit fancier. Okay, common, posh van. Oh, and we lose focus again. But I just want to get the McLaren. The McLaren, it won't. Oh, for fuck's sake. We get non-focus McLaren. He's like, James, take the police away. Where's my McLaren? Here we go, I've got focus now. Here he is. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that is Knutsford. One of the nicer towns in Cheshire. An area with a lot of shekels. The dog's got his owner back, look, he's not screaming anymore. But again, in life, it's a balance. You pay a bit more, or pay a lot more, and you live in a nice area. Or you do it the Veach way, you live in a slum, and then you've got disposable shekels to have a very good lifestyle. It's all 6 and half a dozen.